4 teams from the Magnolia State rumble into the postseason. After going back-to-back in the SWAC, Alcorn State hits ATL for an inaugural bowl game. Ole Miss taking over the Big Easy as the Rebels play in their second consecutive New Year's Six Bowl. Mississippi State headed to the East Coast as Bulldog legend Dak Prescott plays his final game for the Maroon and White. Southern Miss back in the postseason for the first time since 2011. The Golden Eagles are ready for their date in Big D. Strap in, folks. We're about to touch them all in the Blitz 16 Bowl Preview Special. All right, for the second year in a row, the Alcorn State Braves are SWAC champions. Now they have a shot at the MEAC representative, North Carolina A&T, in the inaugural Celebration Bowl, which is set to kick off in less than 30 minutes. The Braves will be looking to make history as the game's first ever victor, not to mention back-to-back 10-win campaigns. Offensively, Alcorn State led the SWAC in scoring, and when it comes to stopping opponents, they reign supreme in that category as well. #1 in total defense. One of the Braves' top goals prior to this season was to reach this bowl game. 14 weeks later, mission accomplished.
It's the goal of winning the Celebration Bowl. That's the goal at the beginning of the season. So, I mean, certainly we know we're playing a great football team and a well-coached football team, and we know it's going to be a 60-minute game.
I'm very excited. We're just blessed for the opportunity. You know, we worked really hard to get here, and we know going in coming out last season that we know we had our opportunity to do this. So we were really excited, and we know this is one of our goals, and we're here now. So now we're trying to capitalize on it.
The Celebration Bowl is, I believe, #1 on our list of goals that we're trying to achieve. So, you know, we missed out on some. You know, we tried to be perfect at home. You know, we didn't necessarily get that, and we wanted to win SWAC champion, East champion. So we did things and we didn't do things that we wanted. But this being the last thing of the 2015 season, you know, it's great to accomplish. And like I said, it's the first one, so it'll be good to start it off with an Alcorn win.
Oh, yeah. That is just a snippet of what you can expect from our featured presentation. Alongside Josh Jackson, I'm Ray Coleman. Welcome to the Blitz 16 Bowl Preview Special. You see the countdown in the corner of the screen there. As soon as we're done here, we're going to get you right out to Atlanta for the Celebration Bowl.
That's right. We're going to dive into each of the 4 matchups for our Mississippi teams. And why not start, Ray, with the biggest of them all?
Why not? That's the way it works. So let's talk about it right now. Ole Miss will take on Oklahoma State in the All-State Sugar Bowl. That's New Year's Day at the Superdome in New Orleans. Both teams very similar when it comes to scoring offense. Ole Miss has one more win versus the current college football playoff top 25. I cannot believe I'm about to say this, but the Crescent City, as wild as it may be, they are not ready for Rebel Nation. Ole Miss is one of 5 programs to play in back-to-back New Year's Six Bowls since the creation of the college football playoff system. And it's the first time since 1970 that the Rebels will play in the Sugar Bowl. That's back when they had a guy by the name of Elisha Archibald Manning. You may have heard of him. So there's no doubt that Archie will play a role in the Rebels' return to the city he calls home.
Archie won't mind me saying this, but he said that he and Olivia hoped at one point in their lifetime they'd get to host Ole Miss here in New Orleans, and it finally happened, and we couldn't be happier for it.
Now, as far as the game, Ole Miss will try and wipe the taste of last year's bowl defeat out of their minds. The 2014 Chick-fil-A Bowl featured TCU having their way against the Rebels. Now, head coach Hugh Freeze can boast that his team and Alabama are the only schools from the SEC to play in New Year's Six Bowls, back-to-back. But he says they must continue to build in order to prove that they belong in the elite conversation.
Obviously, our depth chart is talented at a lot of areas, but we've been able to handle adversity very well here and to bounce back from disappointments and stay the course and be able to come back and bounce back and win important games that put us in this position.
Yeah, you hate to have to discuss negative news, Ray, but it's major when it comes to the Ole Miss game plan.
Absolutely. By now, you've probably heard the multiple reports of defensive lineman Robert Kimdichie and his 15-foot fall out of an Atlanta hotel window. Well, the junior was cited for marijuana possession after this incident. His head coach says Kimdichie needed stitches and has a swollen ankle as a result of that fall. Hugh Freeze gave his thoughts on the player, who many consider to be a surefire first-round draft pick.
Anytime these things happen with young men, there's no cut and dry answer, particularly when you don't know all the facts and issues. You know, when you and I grew up, we made our mistakes and they weren't on the front page of everything. Unfortunately, today when kids do, it's well known, and it certainly was a poor decision.
All right, this statement was released on his behalf, that is, rather, by the School Meetings Relations Department. This is Kim Dichi talking. Quote, I want to apologize to Rebel Nation, my teammates, and my coaches for my actions. Last weekend, I made a mistake and put myself in an environment that does not reflect who I am as a person. He went on to deny synthetic drug use and says, I am sorry for putting Coach Freeze in this position and will accept whatever consequences are necessary, but my hope is to finish this year's journey with my brothers, end quote. Listen, this is why Rebel Nation and just football fans in general hope Kim Dichi can get back on the right track. According to ESPN's Todd McShay, the defensive lineman is his 3rd overall pick in the upcoming NFL draft. He's that good. His teammates are not far behind. McShay has Laramie Tunsil, the offensive lineman, as the 7th overall pick, and Laquan Treadwell as the 10th overall selection. Freeze's 2013 recruiting class, guess you could say it's as good as advertised.
We'll see how that one ends up, but since this is like the tailgating time, go ahead and check on those burgers, folks. But when we return, we'll dive into Mississippi State and the Belk Bowl. So keep it locked to the Blitz 16 Bowl Preview Special.
Need fast cash? We offer loans on anything that has value. Whether you're looking to pawn, buy, or sell, at Golden Guns we offer a large selection of fine jewelry, pre-owned electronics, instruments, guns, and more. Our friendly staff is ready to serve you. Golden Guns Pawn, Highway 51 in Ridgeland.
I've had ongoing migraine headaches for years, and I have just been amazed at the difference it's made. My headaches, I have just seen a tremendous decrease in my headaches. The staff is incredibly friendly. I would very strongly recommend Foxworth Chiropractic to anyone.
After 25 years, Hudson's is closing its doors. Shop our store closing sale with discounts on the entire store. Everything up to 80% off. It all has to go. 50% off just arrived CVS. 60% off all winter apparel. 70% off hair products. Save 60% off fine jewelry. 80% off oil paintings. 80% off catalog store merchandise. Get super low prices on mattresses. Shop Hudson's today while supplies last. Hudson's Highway 51 in Ridgeland.
Paul Moak, everybody knows that name, and they know that it's a good name.
There's a big reason why Paul Moak has been in business for 7 decades.
It was the easiest car buying experience I've ever had.
And the right way to sell a car was exactly the way Paul Moak salesman did it.
And I can sum all of this up in one word: trust.
We pride ourselves in being the best Honda dealership in Jackson, Mississippi.
The Blitz 16 Bowl Game Special, today at 10:30.
16 WAPT is the one to watch for the Goldbergs.
Golden Guns Pawn has been Mississippi's premier location for the buying and selling of gold, silver, diamonds, and estate jewelry. Come in today and see our selected pieces up to 50% off.
Find a treasure, save a fortune. I did.
Just constant pain. It's been aggravating for several years now, and I just decided I wanted to get it fixed. This is my first time come to a chiropractor. Glad I made that move. They know more about me than I do, seems like. I'm still here, doing good.
Welcome back to our Blitz 16 Bowl Preview Special. On December 30th, Mississippi State will play in a school record 6th consecutive bowl game, and Bulldog Nation will be making the trek with